So we need to make a box plot with the data. A box plot is also known as a box and whisker plot, and it is a convenient way to show data spread and skewness on a dataset. The box plot makes visually comparing two different datasets possible. For this reason, scientists often use box plots to highlight differences between a study group and a control group. We start by ordering our data. Write the list again from smallest to largest, crossing out our numbers as we go. Imagine our data represents the answer to this question. A box plot shows the lowest and highest values on each end, the minimum and the maximum. It also shows the middle number, the median. The median divides the data set in two, with half of the responses lower than the median and half of the responses higher than it. The other two values we need to find for our box plot are the upper and lower quartiles. Just as the median divides the data set in half, the upper and lower quartiles divide each half in half again. The box plot shows the data cut in fourths, with 25% of the data points in each section. The middle section of the plot, the box, contains the middle 50% of the data. The length of the yellow box shows the interquartile range. Since the vertical lines show the quartiles, you can see that, again, half of the data falls within the interquartile range, or the IQR. The whiskers on the outside of the box show the full range of the data. Once we have the data ordered, we quickly check that we have the same number of data points, and it's a quick process to find the highest and the lowest. The median we find by counting to the middle spot. If the middle falls on an actual data point, then that is your median, and you remove that data point from the set. If it falls between two data points, then find the mean of those two values and leave both points in the data set. Repeat the process for both the lower and the upper halves of your data. The median of your lower half is the lower quartile, the median of your upper half is the upper quartile. The minimum, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, and maximum together form what is known as the 5-number summary of the data. Occasionally, you might see these values labelled as Q0 through Q4, with Q1 being the lower quartile and Q3 being the upper quartile. The box plot is drawn on the real number line. Once you have your number line drawn and labelled, mark vertical stripes at the minimum, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and at the maximum. Horizontal lines are used to turn the central part of the line into a box and to form the whiskers that go from the edges of the box as far as the minimum or the maximum values. And that's it. The box plot shows the data visually. It shows the spread of where the data falls and where the middle half of the data is clustered.